Hello friends, welcome to my channel raksrahul. So today I will show you how to debug a Java application effectively in Eclipse. So in previous video I have shown you different debugging tools which you can use in Eclipse to effectively debug the Java application. So today we will learn some more debugging tools which you can use to debug any some intermittent issues like conditional breakpoint. You can apply conditional breakpoints and step filtering you can use. So I will explain you these four topics. First of all, the conditional breakpoint, hit count breakpoints. Step filtering is also a good function in Eclipse, and drop to frame. So let's take an example of conditional breakpoint first. Uh, I have created a Java application which is having only an application class. Here you can see I have created only an application class which is this and let me yes, so this is the application class we have. I have created a list of users which we are just creating the users and printing the users. Let me run the so you can see here we are just printing the users from where the data is coming. This is the get all users method we are calling which is populating the data dynamically. It is just a for loop I have applied. You can assume that this application is populating data from a service or database. Populating data from service or database is assumption. Okay, so what we are doing is getting data from this method and we are just printing those data in this. So let's take an example of breakpoint here. What normal breakpoint does. Let me debug. If you run the application, you can see that the program execution is stopped at line number 11. So users having we have 100 of users in our list. So what if you want to do if you want to stop at line number 11 when the user is having city is null. So currently you can see if I skip all the breakpoints here, none of the city is null. So what we can do is what conditional breakpoint will does, how you can apply the conditional breakpoint here. Just right click on the your breakpoint and you will see breakpoint properties. Here breakpoint properties, this is enabled by default and you have to check the conditional checkbox here, and what you will have to write your condition that will satisfy to stop the execution of the thread. So what you will do is when user.getCity is null, I want to stop the execution of the breakpoint. So you can see here the special question mark here at the breakpoint which is indicating that the breakpoint is conditional. So let's run this application in debugging mode. You can see it did not stop at this breakpoint. because a city was never null. So what we will do, one of the city we will make null. So what I will do here, let's let's make if I equal to 44th of the city, then populate it null. Okay, so if I run the program, so you get null pointer exception here. So it is coming at the 44th line. So this conditional breakpoint will work from now. So let's debug the application to see if this conditional breakpoint works. Yes, the you can see the user value, city value is null here, and the conditional breakpoint is the main thread is stopped here. So this you can use in your application where you are having an intermittent issue where something is some data is filtering from the, you are getting the data from the database and applying some filtering on the data, and something fishy is happening on the data, why the value is null. So you can just apply the conditional breakpoint here. So what if you want to disable this conditional breakpoint and convert it? You just need to check the breakpoint properties and remove this conditional check and apply and close. It will work as normal breakpoint, you can see. Okay, so this is the conditional breakpoint. Next topic is hit count breakpoints. So whenever you want to stop execution of the program, if the number of hits of a statement is matched. Suppose we want to stop the execution of this program, and suppose at 10th, if the thread runs this statement 10 times, then I will have to stop the execution of the program. Then what I will do is again going to breakpoint properties, and I will check the hit count here, and this 10 means the stop the breakpoint will stop when the statement will be executing at 10 times. Okay, so apply and close here and just debug it. So you can see 9 of the items got printed, but at 10th of the execution of this statement, the breakpoint got stopped. The breakpoint stopped the current thread. Okay, so you can use hit count just like it. We can remove simple the hit count here. Now the step filtering. Step filtering is also a good tool. What we have to do, step filtering, what it does, that it will skip some of the classes where you don't want to step into while you debugging the code. Let's take an example of system.out.println. I have applied a breakpoint here, and let me remove the other code. So what I did here, yes, okay, so if I debug the application, sometimes we use step into. So you can see step into goes into the println method. So it is the class of the Java itself. So we don't want to go into the JDK classes. So what we can use is to use step filtering. So what we will do is we'll go in Windows And in Java, in debug, step filtering. So we will have to use step filters. So these are the different packages that will be filtered when you debug the application. So the classes inside these packages will not be covered, and the execution will not stop into these classes. So you can obviously add different packages here. Just mention the package name here. Anything you can a valued package you can mention here. So I will use this step filter, and you can see the java.star is checked here, so it will skip the all the classes inside this Java package. So you apply it here, and what I will do is run the application. So now if I go step into, it will not go into the println, it will just skip, it will filter those classes which is inside Java. You can see this method is inside the print stream classes and inside Java package. So it will just ignore those, and the control will not go into the class. Okay, so another last one we have topic is drop to frame. Drop to frame is just let me show you by an example. If you are debugging something, so you can see in debug window there is a stack here. So stack is, this is a frame and this is also a frame. So whenever you call a method, it will create a stack. Let's suppose let's take if you are calling the main method, inside main method I am calling the get all users method, and it will create a stack. So you can see here, this is the stack. So what drop to frame will do is if in a particular frame you have executed some of the statements, and you have come too far in the particular frame, then you will have to you want to go to the start of this particular frame. So this is the frame, currently it is showing get all users. So if you click the drop to frame here, this is the icon drop to frame. If you can see that the control shifted to the line number 18th, which is the start of the frame. Okay, so these are the tools I have mentioned here, which you can use in which are very useful when you debug your Java application. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel raksrahul.